You ever find yourself on a quest for that one perfect answer? The single piece of wisdom that you think will just change everything for you? We tend to think of learning as a destination we have to reach. But what if it's something totally different? Let's dive into a classic story that flips that whole idea on its head. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. This question, it's really the heart of the whole story we're about to tell. It challenges that idea that knowledge is some kind of trophy you win. Instead, it reframes it as this endless, pretty fascinating journey. All right, so let's get into it. Our hero is this young, super determined pilgrim named Sudhana, and he is on a serious mission. He's not looking for gold or fame, nope. He's after the highest form of wisdom you can get, supreme enlightenment. The stakes really couldn't be any higher. So Sudhana's journey takes him south to find this legendary sage, a Brahmin named Jyotima. And when he finally finds him, he doesn't just run up and start making demands. No, he approaches with complete and total respect, bowing, circling him, all the signs that show he's genuinely ready to listen and learn. And this is the question he finally asks. It's so direct, so pure, and it's the real engine for his entire pilgrimage. See, he's not asking for a simple life hack or a shortcut. He's asking for the actual blueprint to becoming someone who dedicates their life to the enlightenment of all beings. He's basically saying, where do I even start? Well, Jyotima, he sees the genuine sincerity in Sudhana, and he doesn't hit him with some long, complicated philosophical lecture. Instead, he shares the one single practice that he himself has completely, totally mastered, the one key that defines all of his wisdom. He calls it Yu, which you can translate as sincere and vowful speech. But listen, this is way more than just, being honest. It's a practice of speaking with such deep integrity, such profound intention, that your words actually start to shape reality. It's about getting your speech perfectly aligned with your deepest commitments. And Jyotima explains just how powerful this is. This isn't just his personal trick. It's a foundational power. He says that anyone who masters it, doesn't matter if they lived in the past, live now, or will live in the future, they gain this unshakable resolve. Their commitment becomes absolute because their very word is unbreakable. And here's the kicker. For Jyotima, this isn't just a cool theory, because he lives in this state of sincere speech. Whatever he says happens. His will and the world around him are totally in sync. I mean, that's an incredible power, right? And it's all born from absolute integrity.
So at this point, you gotta think Sudhana is feeling like, yes, this is it. I found the answer I've been looking for. But then Jyotima does something completely unexpected. And honestly, this is where the real lesson actually begins.
Okay, so just to recap, Jyotima has revealed a power that can literally bend reality. He seems to be holding the ultimate key to everything. But instead of going on and on about it, he pivots. And in that one move, he reveals what true wisdom is all about. He makes this incredible distinction. He basically says, look, I have mastered this one thing, this one liberation. I know it inside and out. But then he points to this vast unknown horizon and says, but the great Bodhisattvas, the ones who have perfected this and countless other virtues, their wisdom is just immeasurable. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it. This one sentence, this right here is maybe the most profound teaching in the whole story. A true master isn't someone who claims to know everything. A true master knows the exact limits of their own knowledge, and they're humbled by the sheer vastness of everything they don't know. So what do? What does a seeker do when their teacher, a master who can literally speak things into existence, tells you he only has one tiny piece of the puzzle? Well, this is where the story brings it all home. Jyotima gets it. He knows the greatest gift he can give Sudhana isn't more information. It's more of the journey. The real teaching wasn't the secret of sincere speech. The real teaching was the unspoken instruction to never stop seeking. The answer is just the next step on the path. And so he gives Sudhana these really clear instructions. Go to this specific city, he says, and find these two young people. Not another wise old sage, mind you, but a youth and a maiden. And he tells him, ask them the exact same question you just asked me. And you know what? Sudhana totally gets it. He bows again, full of respect, and probably a little sad to leave this incredible teacher. But he understands the lesson. He accepts that there is no final answer. There's only the next teacher, the next lesson, and the next step. And so he turns and continues his journey. And that kind of leaves us with this question, doesn't it? Because this story isn't really just about Sudhana. It's about all of us. It suggests that real wisdom isn't about collecting all the puzzle pieces. It's about staying curious, staying humble, and always being ready to ask the next question. So, what's yours?